Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures. Today, we're at Hunter Springs Park in Crystal River, Florida. In my opinion, one of the best places in the world to experience something truly special: manatees. Although the Manatee Festival was yesterday, and there are quite a few folks, we didn't have any problems getting into the park or finding parking. From this aerial view, you can see the manatees are very close to the swimming area where you can enter from the park. That area is roped off to keep the kayakers and boaters out. As you can see, the ropes don't keep the manatees out. Is it called Crystal River because the water's crystal clear? Uncertain, but the water definitely is crystal clear. The manatees don't move a whole lot. Most of the time, they just kind of lay on the bottom. So you can wade in and get close enough to have a good look. I believe there are some Florida laws that protect them, so you really shouldn't touch or disturb the manatees. I'm not sure, but I believe there might be some pretty hefty fines. Manatees are often called sea cows, and honestly, it fits. They're large, slow-moving, peaceful animals that spend most of their lives grazing. Seagrass is their primary food, and they can eat up to 10% of their body weight every day. Imagine eating 150 pounds of salad daily. From above, you get a completely different perspective. Huge gray shapes lying in the water like submarines. So why are manatees here? Why do they gather here at this time of year? It all comes down to temperature. Manatees can't tolerate cold water for very long. When temperatures drop below about 68 degrees, it can become life-threatening for them. That's why, every winter, they migrate into Florida's natural springs, like these here in Crystal River. The water flowing from these springs stays a constant 72 degrees year-round. To them, this isn't just a nice place to visit, it's survival. And here's the amazing part. You're standing in it with them. And then, one of the most special moments you can experience, a mother and her calf. The smaller one stays close, almost glued to her side. Manatee calves nurse underwater and will stay with their mother for up to 2 years. That bond is strong, protective, and constant. Female manatees typically give birth to just one calf at a time, and not every year, usually every 2 to 5 years. The aerial footage you've been seeing and are seeing here was captured by my good friend Chef Michael, a licensed drone pilot and founder of Scuba Media. He's been on a number of adventures with me, and I always appreciate having him along. This is my second time coming to Crystal River to see the manatees. On my last visit, I did a boat tour and got to snorkel with the manatees. Today, I'm just wading in from the shore. So we won't actually see the manatees really swimming today. They're just kind of laying here on the bottom. However, despite their size, often over 1,000 pounds, they do move with an incredible grace. Their paddle-shaped tails gently push them forward, and those small flippers help them steer and dig and even bring food to their mouths. And if you watch closely, you'll see their whiskered snouts constantly moving. Hunter Springs Park itself is beautiful. Easy access, shallow water, and a perfect place to simply step in and experience this. And then you see something like this mother and calf moving in synchronicity, up for a breath and back down. There's something about being this close to manatee. No noise, no urgency, no stress, just calm. Maybe it's a reminder that not everything in life needs to move fast. It looks like Mom has a barnacle on her head and maybe a couple on her back. I had one swim through the marina right next to my boat and rub up against it once. It was extremely large, and the back was covered in barnacles. Perhaps that's why it was rubbing up against my sailboat. This one looks like it has some propeller cuts. Sea cows. The longer I stand here and look at them, the more I think that is a fitting nickname. This was a particularly cold day, at least for this part of Florida. I think the air temperature, was near 40 degrees. I knew that manatee migrate because of the water temperatures, but I was curious about how far they swim. I did a little research, and what I found said they typically swim 5 to 15 miles a day, although during migration or when they're exploring, that can be 20 to 50 miles a day. Again, they're not fast, but they do cruise around 3 to 5 miles per hour. I also discovered that manatees can live about 50 to 60 years in the wild, although some individuals have been documented even older. So the manatees we're looking at could have been swimming around these waters for decades. Well, except for the calf. This one started swimming right toward my feet. I think the snorkeler behind it got a little too close for comfort, and in a minute, you'll see it move. Their eyes are small, really small. Look at that. What I found said that their vision is moderate above water, better underwater, but still not sharp. They're likely able to see colors and shapes, but not fine detail. Obviously, you've noticed, and we've been watching them come up for breaths. This means they're mammals, just like us, so they have to breathe air. They typically breathe every 3 to 5 minutes. When resting, they can hold their breath up to 15 or 20 minutes. You've probably also noticed they don't rush to the surface. They just slowly rise, almost effortlessly. Hopefully you could see their nostrils in some of those shots. Their nostrils are located right on top of their snout, like a natural snorkel. So when they surface, just the tip of their nose breaks the water. They take a quick breath and slip right back under. And there I am in the black, standing with my hands on my hips. How many manatee do you see there? Have you ever seen a manatee in person? Drop me a comment. Tell me what you think about manatees, what your experiences are. Fun fact about how they breathe: they can replace about 90% of the air in their lungs in a single breath. Compare that to us, we only exchange about 10 to 15% per breath. Experiences like this don't demand anything from you. They just invite you to slow down, to breathe, to be present, and maybe, just for a little while, to escape and relax.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.